별로 Let us pray. Almighty God, who in your wisdom and goodness appointed the offices of leaders in county assemblies for the welfare of such and just of the people, we beseech you to behold with your abundant favor as your servants, whom you have been pleased to call to the performance and trust in this republic. Let your blessings descend upon us here assembled, and grant that we treat and consider all matters that shall come to deliberations in so just and faithful a manner as to promote your honor and glory, and to advance the peace, prosperity, and welfare of our country, and of those whose interest you have committed to our church. Amen. Clerk, can you take us through the order of the day?
The third assembly, fourth session, order paper number 374, today Wednesday, 3rd December 2025 at 2:30 p.m. Order number 1, administration of oath.
Next order.
Order number 2, communication from the chair.
Next order.
Order number 3, messages.
Next order.
Order number 4, petitions.
Next order.
Order number 5, papers.
Next order.
Order number 6, notices of motion.
Next order.
Order number 7, statements.
Honorable members. Yes, Honorable Eunice Alando.
Thank you, Madam. Madam Speaker, 41 2B, I rise to seek a statement from the chairperson of Trade, Tourism, Marketing and Industry Committee on the matter of declining performance and vibrancy of the key markets situated along the borders of Kisumu County and neighboring counties. Madam Speaker, markets such as Nyakwere, Sondu, Riatinseme, Maseno, Nyaera, name them, have experienced a significant underperformance and declining vibrancy, with many traders, including our own business people, opting to conduct their trade in markets of neighboring counties. The shift is attributed to the more efficient and business-friendly policies environmental created by these counties, making the markets more attractive and competitive.
The chair. Proceed, Honorable Alando.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I think I just start a
The leadership of the day. Kindly consult on Lawtons to allow Honorable Alando to proceed.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, pursuant to Standing Order number 41 2B,
Point of order, Madam
I
Speaker.
rise to seek a statement from the chairperson of Trade,
Point of order, Madam
Tourism,
Speaker.
Marketing and Industry Committee on the matter
Point of order,
of
Madam
declining
Speaker.
performance.
Honorable
and
Dede, I've
key
taken note
markets.
of your order. I'll give you a chance to raise your order. Kindly take your seat.
It's a burning issue, Madam Speaker.
Order, Honorable Dede, I've taken note of your order. Kindly retain your seat. I'll give you an opportunity to raise your order.
Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Dede. Honorable Alando, proceed.
Vibrancy of the key market situated along the borders of Kisumu County and neighboring counties. Markets such as Nyakwere, Sondu, Riatinseme, Maseno, Nyahera, and name them, have experienced a significant underperformance and declining vibrance, with many traders, including our own business people, opting to conduct their trade in markets of neighboring counties. This shift is
Point of order, Madam Speaker.
attributed to the more efficient and business-friendly policy
Order,
environment created by
order, Honorable Alando. Honorable Dede, your order is granted.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I think as the proceedings of this House, Madam Speaker, a member of the committee can't raise a statement on the floor of the House. She should have brought the statement in the committee, being she's a committee member of Trade, Madam Speaker. Thank you. That's my concern.
Honorable Alando, are you a member of the Committee of Trade?
Yes, Madam, I'm a member of the Committee of Trade, but after consultation, I was granted permission from the House Business Committee that I can present the statement.
But you know, the House Business did not scrutinize the list of the selection committee to know that you're a member of the Committee of Trade.
Madam, it was
Why don't you delegate to a different member to raise it on your behalf?
Madam, it was scrutinized, and the Speaker ruled that there is nothing that hinders me from presenting, because in our standing orders, there is nowhere where it is indicated that a member need not to raise a statement concerns the committee where he or she
Order,
belongs to.
Honorable Alando. Honorable Alando, you are a member of the Committee of Trade, and you have issues that pertains to that committee, then you ought to raise it in your committee sitting. And that is the procedure. If you wanted to raise that statement, then you needed to have handed it over to a member who is not a member of Trade to raise it on your behalf. So, Honorable Alando, technically you are out of order.
Point of order, Madam.
Thank you, Honorable Pete. What is your order?
Madam Speaker,
On what standing order is Honorable Pete standing?
I'm standing on a position of facts, Madam Speaker.
Which is standing order number?
87,
No.
89.
Are you
Madam
sure, Honorable Pete?
Madam Speaker, it has been quoted, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, it is becoming a tradition in this House, but a member of the committee should not raise a matter relating to the committee. But no standing order, no constitution is quoted when a member is being bad. Today, let us get the standing order that bars a member from doing that, or the constitution that bars a member from doing that. So there are so many matters, even if you are in a committee.
Order, Honorable Pete.
But the matter is raised.
You're a senior member of the House. I don't want to rule you out of order. But you know, Honorable Member, resolutions of the House are made not only on standing order or the Constitution, but on precedences earlier set in this floor or in any other house. So, Honorable Pete, that has been the procedure that this House has always followed. So this is not an exception, Honorable Pete. Honorable Orlando, what?
Thank you, Madam Chair. To your chair, I request Honorable Nyaoke to present.
That is out of order, Honorable. That is out of order, Honorable Orlando. You cannot do that. We are still on the statement hour. She is sneaking it through the back door, which is very unprocedural. Next order.
Switch off.
Commencement of business. Motion that the House adopts the report of Finance and ICT Committee on consideration of the annual reports and financial statements of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga Teaching and Referral Hospital Level 6 for the period ended 30th June 2025 by the Honorable Karen Odhiambo.
Honorable Chair, Finance and ICT.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, for the opportunity. Madam Speaker, I rise to move a motion on the consideration of the Jaramogi Oginga Odinga Teaching and Referral Hospital Level 6A annual report and financial statement for the period ended 30th June 2025. Madam Speaker, this report was tabled on 12th November 2025, which was on a Wednesday, by Honorable Limumbo Wade. He did it on my behalf, and the report was shared. I believe all the members went through it because I'll be using moving notes. In accordance with Section 164 and 167 of the Public Finance Management Act 2012, the CEO for Jaramogi Oginga Odinga Teaching and Referral Hospital is mandated to prepare and submit annual financial statement for the entity to the County Assembly within 3 months after the end of each financial year. In compliance with these requirements, the Chief Executive Officer submitted the annual financial statements for the facility for the period ended 30th June 2025. The report was duly tabled in this assembly by the Majority Leader, Honorable Kennedy Ooko, on Tuesday, 2nd September 2025, and was subsequently committed to the Sectoral Committee on Finance and ICT for consideration. Pursuant to Kisumu County Assembly Standing Order number 193/5 and the second schedule, the committee undertook a critical analysis and scrutiny on the financial statement as mandated. Honorable Speaker, the annual report and financial statements present the budget execution status for the period from 1st July 2024 to 30th June 2025, offering comparative analysis between actual performance and the budgeted allocations for the fiscal year 2024-2025. Madam Speaker, I wish to extend our sincere appreciation to your office and the office of the clerk for the logistical support provided throughout the committee's engagements, including the facilitation of our report writing retreat. I further commend the members of the committee for their active participation and invaluable contributions during the deliberations. Special thanks go to the Office of the Fiscal Analyst and the technical staff for their commitment in interpreting and synthesizing the financial data, thus enabling the committee to draw deeper insights. I also acknowledge the Secretariat for their effective coordination, planning, and preparation of this comprehensive report. Madam Speaker and honorable members, the committee has conducted a thorough examination of the Jaramogi Oginga Odinga Teaching and Referral Hospital annual financial statements, identified key observations and findings, and formulated recommendations for your consideration. It is now my distinct honor and privilege to present the report of the committee on the consideration of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga Teaching and Referral Hospital Annual Report and Financial Statements for the period ended 30th June 2025 for your careful consideration and approval. Madam Speaker and honorable members, we have an overview of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga Teaching and Referral Hospital General Financial Performance for the financial year 2024-2025. And if you check the main report, it is on page 8. And I'll take you through the table. We have revenue from non-exchange transactions. Transfer from the county government, this is under note 1. And there we had nothing, it is 0. In-kind contribution from county government, it is in note 2, and this was 88,689,448. Grants from donors and development partners, here we had nothing, and it is well indicated in note 3. So total of what we had under that category is 88,689,448. Again, we have another category which is called revenue from exchange transactions. Here we have rendering of services, medical services income. It is under note 4. And here we have 1,417,469,642. We have also another category which is revenue from rent of facilities under note 5, which is 1,407,500. And then we also have miscellaneous income, which was generalized. This one is under note 6. This one is 1,658,925. Under this category, we had a total of 1,420,536,067. Total revenue here is 1,509,225,515. And then here again, under this table, we have expenses. And here we have medical or clinical costs. And this one we find in note 7A. Under this, we had 660,581,651. We also have employee cost under note 7B, which is 148,841,709. We also have board of management expenses under note 8, which is 3,282,800. We also have depreciation and amortization expense. And this one we find under note 9, which is 41,895,730. Repairs and maintenance is under note 10, And we have 37,453,571. We also, under this category, we also have grants and subsidies. And it falls under note 11. Here we had nothing, it is 0. We have general expenses, which falls under note 12. This was 338,727,629. Under this, we had total expenses of 1,130,784,090. Again, here we have gains or losses, and under this we have medical services contracts, gains or losses, which falls under note 13. Here we have 24,696,883. Total gains or losses, here we have losses now. It is 24,696,883. And we can consider this financial year as a good year because there was a surplus, which is 353,744,542. As a committee, this is what we observed, that during the financial year under review, the Jaramogi Oginga Odinga Teaching and Referral Hospital collected a total of 1,509,225,515. And I repeat, if you allow me, they collected a total of 1,509,225,515. Out of this amount, a total of Kenya shillings 1,130,784,090 was spent on various expenditures. We also observed that the hospital recorded waivers and losses amounting to 24,696,883 during the same period. The entity also recorded a surplus of 353,744,542 for the financial year. Again, members, we have part 2 of this, where we have findings and recommendations. And if you go to the main report, it falls under page 12 and 15. Madam Speaker and honorable members, following a comprehensive review and detailed interrogation of the annual financial statements, the committee identified and highlighted several critical issues of concern. These matters were subsequently forwarded to the County Executive Committee member for medical services for response and clarification. The matrix below presents the committee's consolidated observations, findings, and recommendations on the specific issues raised. And again, we have a table here. So these were the issues raised. Transfer of Kenya shillings 10 million under note 12, page 26. This close of transfer for operational grant amounting to 10 million is inadequate. And then we wanted to know, or we asked them to provide a detailed disclosure on source, purpose, and conditionality. And this is how they responded. The CCM explained that the transfer was short-term borrowing request by the county treasury for purpose of land and Great Lakes for pharmaceutical company, which is mediators, under Annex 6. And this is what we recommended as a committee. The committee is satisfied with the clarification, but advises that the future disclosures include comprehensive details on all interdepartmental transfers to enhance transparency and accountability. Another issue which was raised by the committee under budget versus actual, and this we refer to page 1 under statement of budget and actual amounts. It was that the budget shows a deficit of Kenya shillings 92,803,217, while accrual statement shows a surplus of Kenya shillings 353,744,542. IPSS 24 requires reconciliation and explanatory narrative. Then we ask them to kindly submit reconciliation of budget deficit, accrual surplus. And this is how they responded. The management admits this was an error in the posting of the figures for the actual medical cost, which was Kenya shillings 417,980,575 as stated in the cash flow, stated a note 604,990,041 as indicated in the statement of comparison of the budget and actual amounts. This was corrected in the amended financial statement. Another issue which was raised by the committee was that the department had to provide a comprehensive disclosure for the depreciation policy, useful lives, and thresholds for property, plants, and equipment. And this was their response. The management provided an updated disclosure for depreciation policy, useful lives, and thresholds for property, plant, and equipment as presented under Annex 10. And this is what we concluded as a committee. The management to update and disclose a comprehensive depreciation and capitalization policy and aligned with IPSAS 17, clearly outlining useful lives and thresholds for each asset class in next set of reporting. Number 4, which was also raised by the committee, is disaggregate other income in quotes in cash flow statement. This is how they responded. The management presented a detailed breakdown for other income as stated in the cash flow statement and outlined under Annex 4. This is what we recommended as a committee. The matter was addressed satisfactorily. Management should endure to provide a detailed breakdown on various entries in the financial statement for clarity and transparency. Number 5, which was also raised by the committee, we wanted the department to provide aging analysis of outstanding payables. And this is how they responded. The management provided the information as requested, and this one is under Annex 5. And this is how we concluded. The matter was addressed satisfactorily. The management should continuously incorporate an aging analysis as a standard disclosure in future financial reporting. Number 6 was waivers and exemptions. Kenya shillings 24,696,883 waivers and exemptions amounting to that amount were reported as a lump sum without a beneficiary register or policy disclosure. We told them to provide a waiver register and the underlying policy framework. This is what they did. The management provided the beneficiary register for the waiver, for the confirmation, and this falls under Annex 7. As a committee, this is what we recommended. The management to develop and implement a formal waiver and exception policy duly approved by the County Assembly. Number 7, under cash and bank balances. There is a total amount of 132,683,245. And this one, in the main report, it falls under note 14, which is in page 26. Out cash and bank balances of the same amount, again, Kenya shillings 119,027,059.27 were concentrated in one KCB account, posing treasury management risk with no disclosure of restriction or interest earned. We wanted them to submit a cash management policy, disclosure restrictions, and provide monthly reconciliations. And as the department, this is what they did. They explained that the balance of Kenya shillings 119,027,059.27 was from the main operations account cash book for the hospital, which is the account where all receipts are deposited, including reimbursement from SHA for the month of June 2025. SHA reimbursement, the money at the time when the management could not spend due to the limited time left to closure of financial year. A copy of the bank reconciliation has been provided for confirmation, and this is under Annex 8. Another issue, which is issue number 8, which was also raised by the committee, is receivables amounting to Kenya shillings 396,247,754. And this includes rent receivables of 611,000. And this you can refer to note 15 under page 28. The report does not provide a breakdown by category, i.e. NHIF, insurance companies, private patients, staff advances, institutional debtors, etc., nor does it disclose an aging analysis or doubtful debt provision. And this is how the department responded. They provided the following: a copy of debtors schedule for confirmation, and this is under Annex 9.1. A copy of detailed rent receivables under Annex 9.2, that the management has been issuing notices to the debtor on a monthly basis for settlement of the outstanding debts. And here also they gave a copy of notices for confirmation under Annex 9.3. They also provided a copy of aging analysis for the debtors, and this one falls under Annex 5. That the management is still pursuing other methods of collecting the debts, as the debtors are known and have been settling the outstanding debts before opting for write-offs of the debts. As a committee, this is what we recommended. The management should endeavor and provide a detailed and up-to-date debtors register, including staff and rent receivables in future reporting. Madam Speaker, another issue which was also raised by the committee is under property, plants and equipment. We had a total of 84,405,780. And this, you can refer to note 16, page 29. Our PPE schedule was provided, but details of specific assets per class, that is medical equipment, ICT, vehicles, and buildings are missing. So this was our concern. Substantial building repairs of Kenya shillings 23,497,279 were expensed instead of capitalized. Disclose the hospital's capitalization policy and threshold since IPAS 17 requires capitalization where works extend useful life or enhance service capacity. This is what they did as a department. The amount of building repairs of Kenya shillings 23,497,279 was not capitalized, though expense as they are costs incurred to keep the assets in its normal operating conditions. As a committee, this is what we recommended. The management should review and document the capitalization policy and thresholds in accordance with IPSAS 17, ensuring that all qualifying expenditures enhancing asset life or capacity are capitalized. Last but not least was under governance and oversight. Board stroke audit committee oversight minutes and internal audit reviews were not attached. Compliance with PSASB template and IPSAS disclosure request is incomplete. Management was required to provide these details and explain why they were omitted. In their response, this is what they say. The management admitted the omission and promised to make the corrections in the amended financial statement for the financial year 2024-2025. And as a committee, this is what we recommended. The management should ensure all governance and oversight documents are included in the future financial statements to demonstrate effective internal oversight. Madam Speaker, in my conclusion, I hereby urge the honorable members to adopt this report with the recommendations contained herein, and may I call upon Honorable Gado Lima to second. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Honorable Gad.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I rise to second the report. As a member of the committee, Madam Speaker, we looked into the financial statements or financial records of the institution. That today is not with us as a county, yes, but we understand there were a lot of gaps that we made recommendations. And I hope this report, being read by my chair, will be taken from here to the next level so that the management of UTRH becomes a concern for all of us. Even though now it's a national government institution, I think the recommendation we have in the report can help the management to upscale, to give Kisumu residents and the whole county services that may improve the services as at now. Thank you, Chair.
Honorable members, a report of the Finance and ICT Committee on consideration of annual reports and financial statements of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga Teaching and Referral Hospital for the period ended 30th June 2025 has been moved and seconded. I therefore want to propose that this motion be open for discussion. Yes, Honorable Pete.
Madam Speaker, our officials in the health ministry have done us proud by making Jaramogi Oginga Odinga Teaching Referral Hospital and a parastatal body that is now going to serve the people of Kenya. This was due to their good management of the hospital, the good services they provided to the Kenyans in terms of medical services, the collection of on-source revenue. That was a clear indication that they can manage the hospital on its own. And this is now a challenge to the country government. If the officials we have assigned Jaramogi Oginga Odinga Hospital can excel, why can't they also excel down here? It is a big credit to the team at Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, and we hope that they will offer good services to our people. The challenge we now remain with the hospital becoming a national institution, where are we as Kisumu County? We now need to improve the infrastructure, the services of our Kisumu County Hospital, because the services at Jaramogi Oginga Odinga may be too heavy for our people, and the alternative will be the county hospital that is now at our disposal. There is good financial management in the hospital. They manage to collect a lot of money, pay the services, and there is surplus. The surplus in this case would be like their profit. Over 353,744,552. And I hope that the receivables that are tabulated at the far end of the page, 396,247,754 were captured in the financial records as income, though they had not been received. In the next financial report, we shall be keen to know that they are added if they have been received as income to the hospital. Madam Speaker, it is a plus for our hospital because they were also giving waivers to our people who were stranded when they were admitted for treatment. We hope that kind of corporate service will also continue so that our people continue to see the benefit of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga Teaching and Referral Hospital. It is good to offer good services when you are assigned work, like our staff at JOOT. It's good to offer good services. And we hope they will continue to give impressive services for the people of Kenya so that Jaramogi Oginga Odinga Teaching and Referral Hospital is ranked among the best in Kenya. Madam Speaker, I so contribute.
Thank you, Honorable Pete. Honorable members, we are discussing the report of the Finance and ICT Committee on its consideration of the annual reports and financial statements of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga Teaching and Referral Hospital for the period ended 30th June 2025. Yes, Honorable Alanda.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you, Madam Speaker. Going by the mood of the House, may I call the mover to reply?
Honorable members, Honorable Alando is reading your mood and she's saying that you're satisfied with the report as read by the chair and supported by Honorable Benny Oikopet. So in that case, Honorable Karen, if there are no further contributions on the report, then give us a reply to your motion.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I want to take this opportunity to thank all the members because I can say only Benny Oika managed to contribute. The rest were silent, but silence means they were in agreement with my report. So I want to thank you for seeing that we did a good work. Honorable Benny Oikopete, I want to thank you in a special way because you noticed the good work which was done by Jaramogi Oginga Odinga Teaching and Referral Hospitals because they managed to give people a waiver and at the same time had a surplus. You urged them to continue with the good work, at the same time make profit. I want to tell you that as a committee, we were impressed by this report. And we are praying as a county, now that the hospital has been taken by the national government, we want to pray that whatever they were doing to make them come with the surplus or make a profit, let the new director or whoever who is in charge do better than whoever it took from for the people of Kisumu County to benefit. And so I reply.
Thank you, Honorable Karen. Honorable members, a motion of adoption of the report of Finance and ICT Committee on its consideration of the annual reports and financial statements of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga Teaching and Referral Hospital for the period ended 30th June has been moved, seconded, and debated upon. I therefore want to put a question of adoption that may, as many are of the opinion that the report be adopted, say aye. May, as many of the contrary opinion, say nay. The ayes have it. And the report, the motion of adoption of the report of the Finance and ICT Committee on its consideration on the annual reports and financial statements of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga Teaching and Referral Hospital stands adopted today that is for the period ended 30th June 2025, stands adopted today, 3rd of December 2025 at 15:27 hours. And honorable members, considering or taking cognizance that Jaramogi Oginga Odinga Teaching and Referral Hospital no longer exists within the jurisdiction of Kisumu County Government, I want to direct that the report, together with the answered, be prepared and forwarded to the Department of Health that will thereafter take it to the transition committee of the facility for any necessary adjustments and for efficient service provision by the facility. Next order.
Thank you, Madam Speaker and honourable members. There's no any other business to be transacted.
Honorable members, you can be upstanding. And considering that there is no any other business, the House stands adjourned until tomorrow, Thursday, 4th December 2025 at 2:30 p.m. And considering that the House stands to adjourn tomorrow for the long recess until 10th February, I want to urge that we tell our colleagues to be present tomorrow for some crucial consultations with the Office of the Speaker. Thank you, honorable members. Go in peace.